My name's Lawrence Island, the cultivator, and this is another Rough Shoots production. Today is April the 12th, 2009, and I would just like to now take you on a tour of my raised beds. This is in my own little garden here in the southwest of England. I hope you'll enjoy what you see. Okay, over here you'll see the two raised beds that the first one I've had brassicas in, along with some leeks. They're coming to the end now. Turning into spring greens. This is purple sprouting broccoli, that's just coming to its best, which was planted in April of 2008. And these are the sprout plants, which we're getting plenty of greens off, and we're utilising every part of it, giving us plenty of food for just myself and my wife. And here is the curly kale, which is growing nicely, giving us some nice tender shoots. This is just a little experiment. I put some leeks in at the end of, or the beginning of last autumn, and they'll give us some leeks to eat just in the middle of summer. I've never tried this before, but we'll see how it goes. This is another raised bed here. Over there is some chard that I planted out at the back end of last year, and that's given us food on the table now, along with some perpetual spinach down here. Here in my pots, in my trays, you'll find some lettuce and some onions, which are soon to go out into one of the raised beds. Along here we have these are some herbs, thyme and oregano and sage, oregano, sorry. And these containers here are all nearly ready to receive some carrots, which will be grown throughout the summer. I always grow carrots in containers. It gives me nice, clean, straight carrots, no forking, no carrot root fly. Always gives me a productive crop. So another raised bed I've put over here. Again, you see some more chard here, which I put in, which is growing now, which I put in last year, which is growing tremendously now. And that's going to give us a crop for a few more weeks yet before I take them out. And this is where I'm going to grow some onions. Down here I put some chives in the bed and some sage again. As you see, I've got this bed prepared now. I'll grow some quick growing salad crops in here, some salad leaves, radishes, etc. And then come the end of May, early June, I'm going to put some climbing French beans, and I'll use the purple ones. They're much more tender. Here I've got my rhubarb coming on, and this always gives me a tremendous crop, which my wife puts to good use. Over there is my mint in a old bath, which means that we keep it well contained. And these are my compost bins. Over this one here, this is all ready, and I'm using this in my beds and in containers to grow my vegetables. This one is filled and just now composting down, and this is the one I'm using at the moment. And here you'll find I've got some shredded material which I did over the weekend, and you can see here some of my nice composting worms already at work doing the business of breaking it down. Path, and we'll just nip into my greenhouse. And here's a nice 12-foot by 8-foot greenhouse. Here I shall be, in this grow bag here, we'll be planting a couple of cucumbers, which will give us plenty of cucumbers all the year through, or all this season through. Down here on my bed, I'm just utilising this bit of space with some lettuce to bring them on a bit quicker. Just some bedding plants there. These are some tomatoes in the tomatoes I grew from seed, some in the tray there, which for my neighbour. The grow bags that they're sitting on are the bags that I will use to put in these peppers you can see here. I've got this combination of sweet peppers in that pot and some hot peppers in that one, and these are a bit bigger because I want to try and stagger them through the year. Here in this tray we have kale, that's black Tuscany. Over on the bench we have some pots filled with, here we have basil coming up. Incidentally, in the propagator here, these are basil in peat pots here that I have ready coming on as well. And over here we have some salad leaves, and in that pot some rocket. This is coriander, which my wife grows because we love curries, and that's going to go in the curries. This is another pot of coriander which is just starting to, the seeds are just starting to germinate. Over here I have a tray of red onions ready, or bringing them on, they've not long been pricked out. They'll be going out in a few weeks' time. Underneath, or not underneath the bench, but close to underneath the bench, we have some pots on the left there which have carrots growing in them. They are starting to germinate now. They've been in since the 4th of April and they're just starting to germinate. I have early Nantes in the back pot, and the one closest to us is Nandor. And these are the carrots I put in at the back end of last year, and they're just coming on now and we're starting to use them. Here is where I put my tomatoes in, and I'm trying a different experiment this year. Instead of putting them in flat grow bags, I've cut the grow bags in half and buried them slightly, so they've got a deeper pot, so to speak, to be growing in. And then these are white onions. They are super sweet is what they're called, SUPA. And they'll go in at the end of in a few weeks, and that essentially is the beds I grow my few crops in. Gives me quite a few crops that we can go going on through the year. Certainly not self-sufficient, but it gives us plenty that we can experience. And this is just a little bed I put together. I just put a square frame onto the ground, put a bit of cloth, weed suppressing medium underneath, and then just filled it with compost, and that's what I just grow my lettuces in, as you can see here. We have Nyman's red cos lettuce. Here we have Little Gem, and over here Lollo Rossa, and they'll be coming on and ready to eat in a few weeks' time. So I hope you've enjoyed this tour. It's Sunday, my wife's just come to the door. She's given me the call that lunch is ready, so I'm going in now to enjoy a nice roast chicken. Here we are at our kitchen dining room table now, and we're just about to have our Sunday roast chicken dinner. And as you can see, we have a plate of that's filled to overflowing with all that scrumptious food that Roz, my wife, has put together. And it contains carrots, which we've taken out the container, which I've just shown you, and with purple sprouting broccoli and curly kale, which was in one of the raised beds. This is what I'm just about to enjoy now, and I hope we've made your mouth water, and that you too will be inspired to go out into your garden and start putting aside some of the ground there to grow vegetables and bring them in and enjoy the freshness and the vitamin-full food that fresh vegetables grown in your garden are. Talk to you soon. Take care. Dinner. So again, I'm Lawrence Ireland, the cultivator, and this is another Rough Shoots production. Talk to you again soon.